What is going on, guys? So today in this video, I actually wanted to share 2 tips with you that are really going to help you to improve your pitch when you're going to have your meetings with your clients. So tip number 1 is to include some sort of kind of like a guarantee within your pitch. And this is simply because obviously, everyone loves the word guarantee. It means some sort of like risk-free, and that enables trust, that enables that they actually want to work with you in some way or another, because people always love to have be actually risk-free from certain investments. Now, I know that this is also kind of like a tricky thing, especially when you're starting. It might feel like you're not really sure of like what kind of products you're going to deliver, or what kind of services you're going to do, or how the results are going to look like. So if you have to guarantee something, that might feel very risky. However, what I want you to do is think of this as kind of like a ladder, okay? So the more things you're going to promise, the more things you're going to guarantee, the higher of a risk you're kind of like putting yourself into, because you have to live up to these expectations that you're giving your client. However, and especially, for instance, I see this a lot with people who are actually guaranteeing that they are going to have so many sales, right? So if you have a business owner and you bring in 25 leads a month, we can guarantee you that all of those 25 are going to be sold. Well, that's a very, very risky thing to put yourself into, because then you're totally going to be reliant upon basically the sales team of the business owner, and that is absolutely beyond your control. So the sales is kind of like the riskiest things that you can put yourself into. However, if you think of it as a ladder, there are still a lot of things at the bottom of the ladder that you can actually pretty certain be that you can guarantee that you are going to deliver that, right? So for instance, you can guarantee that all the leads are going to be from the geographical area of the business owner. You can guarantee that all the leads have filled in the pre-qualification, or have gone through a pre-qualification process, such as filling in a survey, right? You can guarantee that all of these leads remember filling in their survey. You can guarantee that they're not going to get leads from Africa or South America or somewhere that's not in their geographical area. So stuff like that is still a guarantee. It puts you at the very low risk, actually, because it's pretty easy to deliver those results. If you're just going to do the Facebook ads or your contractor, you can be almost 100% certain that all of these leads fulfill these criteria. And it's still, if you use the word guarantee, it means risk-free, as I said. And business owners love that. So especially if you're gonna design your pitch, make sure that you have a guarantee, that you structure your pitch around some sort of a guarantee that you're giving to them, and they are much more likely to be receptive of what you actually have to offer to them. Now, tip number 2 is to absolutely stay away from technical terms. And this is actually something that I see a lot of people do when I listen to pitches, is that people are absolutely going berserk in terms of like the technical terms, and they feel like if they use more technical stuff and like all those Facebook jargon of like funnels and Facebook instant form and cost per click, or automation tools and all of those things, they think that they really seem like an expert. But at the end of the day, what's really the result is that you're actually losing your client, because your client doesn't speak that language. They don't know all of those things. So what you really want to make sure of when you are going to structure your pitch is that it's really going to be focusing on the results that they're going to have, right? So for instance, and it's the same with if you're going to buy a laptop in a shop, you're not like, the salesman is not going to tell you what kind of scripts or codes or programs this laptop is running on, right? They are much more going to tell you all the benefits that you're receiving from the laptop, the speed, the storage, all of those things. So really talk about the benefits that your client is going to have. They are going to be stress-free because they don't have to worry about the leads coming in anymore, because all that the system is going to take care of that. or you know, they have the guarantee of a reliant resistant or like a reliant system that leads are coming in every single time. So all of those things, you know, really make sure that you actually are focusing on all of the benefits that the client is getting from your service, instead of really going into detail how the process or how the service itself is going to look like, because the client is not going to be interested in that. So those 2 tips, I hope it's going to be helpful for you. If you have any questions, you know, of how to pitch your services, you know, you can always ask me or put it in the comments below. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's really important that when you're doing your pitch, you always make it very specific to the niche that you're targeting, right? So do your market research, make sure that you really understand the market, make sure you really understand what kind of benefits, you know, these business or like problems these business owners have, and what kind of benefits would really help them improve that current situation. If you've done all of that, then your pitches are going to be absolutely fabulous, and it's going to be much more likely that you're going to close your client. So hope this was helpful, and then I'll see you guys in the next video.